This is reposted.
Mirror, mirror on the. Okay. I am not a good looking young Hollywood actor, Mr. Keller. I am a grumpy old man. So, unlike when you and I look in the mirror, I am not very excited to see what I see back to me. Today's quote comes from Bernie Glassman. Let me give you a wonderful Zen practice. Wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and laugh at yourself. I'm reading this great new book. It's called A Short History of Nearly Everything. And it's trying to like break down in layman terms how the universe, how we got to where we are, like starting with a big bang, atoms and molecules coming together, the earth and the galaxy, kind of goes through evolution. And it says like, and then just think about your family tree. If one of your distant relatives doesn't get together with one of your distant relatives, there's no you in the family line. I think if you stand in the mirror and think of how we got here like that, you could laugh. I'm able to laugh if I think it in that terms.
I'm going to disagree with you being a grumpy man. If you listen to the show, you laugh a lot more than I do. So just by the audio, you might think that I'm the grumpier of the two of us. So, I mean, it's funny that you framed it that way, because for me, if I think about how it's like a series of events that I got here, like that's like more scary than anything else to me. I think it's just the laughing at yourself, I think, just gives me perspective on, like, don't take yourself so seriously. Things are going to pass. Like, don't get upset about stuff. I read this quote and I was like, there's so many bingo cards that are going to get punched today.
Start with one of them. Give me the first one.
Well, it's just know who you are, right? Did you do much research on Bernie Glassman? I love it. He wrote 2 books, The Dude and the Zen Master. He co-wrote with Jeff Bridges about how the dude personifies what being Zen is. I thought that was really interesting.
Oh, shut up. Uncle Kirk's really going to love this show. I mean, I love The Big Lebowski.
It's a great movie. And I don't know if I want to go as far as Jeff Bridges did in that movie on how I want to live my life, like only being concerned about my rug. But he also wrote Instructions to the Cook, a Zen Master's Recipe for Living a Life That Matters. I don't know.
I mean, I just to pick up what you said there, I think in a brief, small way, there is some great wisdom to get from the dude, right? I mean, he gets into some trouble, but I mean, the idea of looking in the mirror and laughing, I think that is kind of a great Zen master. But here's my problem: when I look in the mirror, I just start seeing all my deficiencies. I literally see the bags around my eyes. I see the gray hair. I see like the weight that's come onto my neck. Yeah. I'm like, I can't. I get locked into it.
So another thing that I thought was interesting about Bernie, I saw like a video. I don't know if it was an interview with him, but he basically said people see Zen as a form and think meditation. And to him, like, Zen isn't necessarily meditation. Maybe it's like it's a way to help you awaken the oneness of life. And so for some people, that might be looking in the mirror and laughing. And maybe for you, it's looking in the mirror and screaming. It's just like letting go of something. Like, being Zen isn't necessarily sitting still. It's kind of like finding a way that you can center to move forward in your life.
You know, I would venture to guess, I mean, it's definitely difficult for me. I wonder how easy it is for like the average person to just sit there and look at the mirror and look at themselves. Do you think this is like an easy practice?
No, I think that's a trained practice. Like when I first started editing auditions, like seeing yourself or hearing yourself, you've had to edit your audio. It stinks, but the more you do it, you just get used to it, and you're like, this is just what it is. So I don't think the average person could just go in the mirror and stare at themselves for 10 minutes, because that would be difficult.
But just like your editing, do you think like the more you do it, it actually becomes better for you?
Yeah, it helps you understand yourself more. It helps you, I mean, if you have things that you don't like, it's like, well, that's the easiest way to fix something that you do on camera, is by seeing yourself do it, because it eats you up inside.
So you kind of already do this practice because you're doing stuff. This isn't a new practice that you're going to start.
I don't know if editing myself is helping me center in the morning, but I think the main thing that I think this is, I'm curious what you think, is like, you want to center yourself so you can move forward through your day with the least amount of friction possible. But like in life, you don't want to always stay at a 5. Like, you want to have the highs, you don't want to have the lows, but it makes them pop more. So I think this is a way to like be at neutral and just kind of exist. But like, if you're completely Zen all the time, like the dude, you're gonna miss out on some fun things.
Yes, and I completely agree with that. And just to check off another bingo box, I definitely think this is an idea of um, the role of luck in life. That's what I've kind of got at it. Like, you know, you can work as hard as you want, but you might not become CEO because the board didn't like you, or you got hit by a car because you weren't looking the right way. I kind of got the vibe today from this, like, you know what, luck plays a giant role in life, and I kind of Googled that, and there's all sorts of studies, one of them from Scientific American, about the enormous role of luck in life. And I think looking at the mirror for me is going to be like, you know what, there's a lot of luck involved in it all.
Well, I mean, there is a lot of luck involved, but I think it's a perspective thing that, like, what if
Yes.
no one likes me? I think the
Yes.
glass half full is like, luck is going to play a part, but I want to be prepared when the luck shows up. Bingo,
Bingo.
square, check it out. So, like, I guess it's a perspective thing. I agree with what you're saying, but we have a different perspective.
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. So if you guys want a white Russian, please reach out. You can find us at Reposted Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I'm Andrew Keller for the Cohen Brothers, saying thanks for stopping by. Gross.